Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. In the last episode, I took a look at making some trees, and it was an interesting learning process. I spent some time looking at our next step after the trees, maybe getting into something like farming or some other area to do with this kind of stuff, and I was going to go through some of that process. But after jumping down the rabbit hole a bit, I came out on the other side of it with a little bit different idea on how I want to do this. We've got like 1,000,000 clay bricks now. I don't know what our needs are going to be for those in the future. This is not optimal, and this is all backed up, but I'm sure it's fine. That's just temporary, and we have 1,000,000 clay bricks right now. I did update a couple of these crushers here to the level 2 crushers to help clear out some of this mess. It's not working, and as a matter of fact, it's kind of backfiring in a different way. If we go down here and look at this one, the ones with the level 1 crushers, we can see that it's not perfect, but we are getting a line of yellow stone coming in here and a yellow line of the crystal dust coming in here. Had I done this a little bit more optimal, it would be better. We get one every now and then. I'll say that. But this is pretty much balanced perfectly. By setting the level 2 crushers up here, it's completely unbalanced everything, and we now have a backup on the stone line, and that's cause it's making the problem worse, really. So that's not the solution. I'm not quite sure what the solution is. I'm thinking about breaking up the block to where the geode processing is in a separate block, and we feed the block the crystal dust and the stone from some other source. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see how that pans out, where those thoughts finally lead. Smelting is smelting. Yeah, I know that this is a 2-to-1 ratio. The problem is we're not producing enough ore to support that. I think as soon as we doubled these up, we would find ourselves... Our usage of items, our demand of items, is not in equal proportion to the supply that we have. And I've been trying to balance that out in ways. A problem I came across down here is that these crushers, since we updated that, are not able to keep up with this. Again, these are all problems for me in the future. Right now, I'm going to pretend like they don't exist and hide my head in the sand. I made some buffers here, too. Because we are starting to get a backup of iron a little bit, but it's really handy whenever I need items to just come and grab them from here, as opposed to having to pull them off the belt. And we have bronze plates. I may have been a little bit hasty with that, but I don't know. I'm sure they'll get used. But we are back with making basic circuits. And why aren't you making basic circuits, man? Oh, because I took the algae farms away. So I had the idea of doing the wood because it looked to be a little bit more energy efficient. But as I was down digging around in my rabbit holes, I found some pretty important uses for paper that we're going to need here fairly soon. And I'm not sure... I think our next step is going to be something else other than doing the farming stuff as I thought it was going to be. I think we're going to be looking in a little different direction. So we're still tearing this out and rebuilding it. Don't worry about that. We're getting rid of all of this. Actually, let's get rid of science too. We'll rebuild it as well. And I thought I was going to be in a place where we could do like a more permanent, robust setup. I don't think we're there yet, but I do want to make a little better bootstrap, a little bit more permanent, more powerful bootstrap base for both the electronic circuits as well as. And I want to set up a little area to help science expand in the future. Because we are rapidly running out of red and green science things to run. All that time I spent just letting it sit and research science. I mean, I think it was a good thing, but I think we're going to be entering a phase where we're not going to have anything to research for a very long time. So yeah, let's. I'm gonna get all this cleared out. We'll roll the intro and see what we can do about redesigning this with a little bit more thought involved. All right, so the trees are we're gonna hold off on that for a while as well, and beef up this algae setup a little bit more. Looking at the numbers, I think we're gonna be able to do some pretty good things with the level 2 machines as opposed to the level 1s. And I did go for a second on these, and the reason why it's because of the copper plate usage. I don't know how much we're making. I know we're not making a full belt though, so I want to minimize that. We are using copper here, but we're also going to be using it for other things, including the science items, as well as the electronic circuits, as well as probably other things. So I don't want to stress it too hard. So I think this will end up working out okay. So using the level 2 algae machines, we only need 3 of the Mark IIs on those and just 1 on that. It's a little bit more on the level 1 machine. So I went ahead and made up some of the level 2 ones. They just required some steel. And boy, I hope we can make the basic recipe in here, because that's going to be what we're going to want to do. Is that recipe the basic one? How do we say green algae? Green algae. Is that? Yes, it has a 1. Okay, just double checking. All right, and we're gonna have to landfill this out a ways. And we have a water pump down there. Do we need that down there? I'm not sure. Let's see. Is there a way we can't really do like a direct insert? I think it's only 1 machine making the cellulose fiber, right? Yeah, 0.8. We could do 2. We'll do 1. All right, let's set you guys all out for output, and you guys should have everything you need, right? You just need water. All right, and what's the rate on that again? It's just 2 a second. So a gray belt should be fine. Just do that right there. And that can send into this machine, which I don't know, 3. Why not? We have the inserters. Speaking of having inserters, I probably should have a whole bunch in my inventory. Let's just go ahead and create a couple more, because we are going to be scaling this up a bit. All right, so there's that process, and then that goes into mix with that to make the cellulose pulp. And for you, we need, there's 1 of those machines feeding 3 of those. Okay, so that is over here. Is there any reason that these are on different sides? I think it's only an input thing. One, 2, 3. And that is the alginic acid. Okay, so that we take over there. And the reason I'm doing that is to make room for some inserters here. We could actually get those closer. Except for the pure water. That needs to get over there. There. All right. And are we going to be able to power that? Yes. All right, alginic acid mixes with the cellulose, right? And we need just one of those machines making the cellulose pulp, which will feed 4 machines making paper. All right, so one of those going out. One machine making cellulose pulp. 5 alginic acid, 20 of those. Oh, we can do the angled, right? So if we do drop tile there, pick up tile there, is that going to work? I think so. Drop there, pick up there. See, I can use these new inserters. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That is the cellulose pulp. You're going to feed that. And this, I guess, can just come around like that. And we'll just put 3 inserters there because I'm feeling very inserter happy today. How many do you make? You make 5. We could probably do it with just 2. And put an offset on this one to get that on both sides of the belt. There we go. All right, and one of these needs to feed 4 paper makers. I don't know if we can use inserter tricks for that. I think we may just have to do good old-fashioned one of these things. Are we making an efficient use of space, though? We've got all this dead area over here. Premature optimization. Kitch plays Factorio rule number 1 is don't do this. Because... Okay, you do the outside, you do the inside. One, 2, 3, 4 paper machines. They just need the pulp. They just need the pulp. And how much pulp do you need? You only need 2. So I think 1 inserter is going to be enough. And then let's do 1 going out. What's your rate there? You produce 4 paper, you take in 2. Technically, I think it would be better for you to do to take long-handed and drop short-handed. Do we need this? I don't know. I'm sure we're not going to need it there. Okay, so you will be a long-handed. And there was a keyboard shortcut somebody mentioned for making something long-handed. I don't remember what that was. Let's see, there's 4 of you, so let's do you on the outside, you on the inside, and you on the inside. Okay, there's paper. Let's see, let's power that while we're still thinking about it. And what are we missing here? There's an inserter that doesn't have power. You've got that. You are waiting on your cellulose stuff. Oh, I think I probably just took it all up. Here. Yeah, get rid of all that. Actually, I should have put it over here. Actually, I could have just pressed Control-C. Or Shift-C. I kind of shied away from using the Shift-C, and the reason why is I was always trying to keep some charcoal in my inventory, and whenever I hit Shift-C, it would always put it in nearby furnaces. That's one of the reasons why I kind of stopped using that so much. And I was worried about the warehouses earlier. Luckily, that didn't seem to affect anything too bad, but it was still a concern. Okay, so that goes into 4 of those, which goes into 8 of those. And that is a 1-to-1 on those. Okay, let's... I wish that would... I know there's an option. I never know if I want that to be there or not. Okay, let's come down here and take a look at this. We want to make... basic circuits. Okay, if we did that for the wooden boards, we could hit all those with 90-degree inserters. And we also need one of these in here, making copper wire. Copper cable. Copper cable. Copper wire coils. How do I make copper wire coils? Molten copper and water. Huh. I wonder if that's more efficient. More efficient, maybe, but not practical for what we're doing here. And I am all about the practicality. All right, so, yeah, we're not going to be able to do much better than that because we're going to need an inserter here, inserter here, inserter there, inserter here, inserter here, inserter there. What else do you need? Okay, you just need the wire. So if we had a line coming through here... that was carrying paper... you could grab, you could grab, you could grab. No. That was making them from wood. I don't want to make them from wood. Is it in the petrochem? Yes. Okay. Different product altogether. All right, and you need 2 paper. That should work. And did we just need 1 of those, or did we need 2? We needed 2. All right. Let's see. Let's put this on the bottom instead. And let's pull that up. Why aren't you making stuff? saline water you need. We have saline water. That is coming. Oh, are these not connected? No, they're not. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that... right there, and right there. Paper comes through like that. And then we'll want a copper line coming in through there. This is going to end right there. Like that, right? Okay, and I wanted to run just a line right here, and I think that is going to be our output for the factory. We can put an inserter there, an inserter there, make it long, offset you on the inside, and then we just need to power it. Everything but you. You're the odd man out over there. That's fine. Oh, nope, we got another odd man here. No, that looks silly. There we go. No, that looks silly. Oh, those two are just going to be out of line. We just won't look at it. Okay, so there's our basic circuits. We just need some copper wire coming in right about here. All right, these are all still gray belts. I don't think we're producing enough to not use gray belts. All right, that should get that going, and we get our basic circuits set up there. And we should be producing at a better ratio and at a better speed than we did last time. Let's see, we just need to set all these inserters. You are going to pick up from there. You're going to pick up from there. You're going to pick up from there. And you're going to pick up from there. You there, you there, you there, and you there. All right, and we're getting basic circuits. Fantastic. At a much better rate than we were before. How's power? Power is... Why is power so good? Why is it working so well? Okay, the slag is all backed up. At one point, we were down to a slag trickle. I'm not sure what happened to that. All right, it's still going down, but something made it come back up. Not sure what. All right, but I think I do want to take some of this stuff. Let's see, the wire... all this other stuff is the advanced stuff. So I think we can just come over here and stand and do a Shift-C. We should be able to get rid of a lot of that garbage. Yes, wood pellets, green algae, all that stuff going all over that place. I guess that's probably Longreach's fault. But, you know, hey, what do you do? This doesn't seem right to me. 4, 1, 3... 1, 8 to 2. Probably just need some time to catch up. Once it gets all caught up, I'm sure we'll be I'm sure we'll be out of stuff here before you know it. Okay, so there is basic circuit setup. We need to get electronic circuits set up at a little bit greater speed. Let's see. We had you producing 1. How many circuits is that? That is 1. So this process would completely eat up our setup. Let's take this whole thing out. Wow, that picked it up. It never picks it up when I click on it. Okay, that's gonna require 1. You are producing... You're producing 2. Okay, with that set up, we're actually producing 2. Okay, so that's good. That's actually really good. So this is the ratio that we want. All right, so just 1 machine. 1, 2 of those, 3. Okay, this is probably going to be very similar to what we had set up before, and should be extremely straightforward. Let's see. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. What do we need? We need a copper machine. Let's just lay all this out. We need some of these. You are going to make electric circuit boards. We need 1 making basic electronic boards. We need 1 making solder. Oh, you guys need alginic acid. We're overproducing it up here. I do know that. So perhaps there's a way we can take advantage of that. Oh man, that's gonna throw everything off, isn't it? You need 0.2 every second. Wrong one. You need 2.5 machines. And you need 1.3 machines. Can we set this to be 2.5, 3.8? No, we can't. Because I want to know how many of these that we need. What if we double? Hey, look at that right there, 3.8. We need 1.5 brown algae machines. So we need an extra one, and we need to move all this down. Or we can just tack one on right here, where this clarifier is. I actually like that prospect a little better. What do we need for that? We're going to need one of those, and we're going to need basically steel. Okay, so I'll build those in between episodes. Let's get this all figured out here. Solder. We just needed one machine, right? One machine. Less than one machine. Okay, good. Need a mixing furnace for the solder plates. Liquefier. Oh, got one right here. I guess I can't place that one. That's up. No. Let's see. There's our liquefier. Steam or boiler. Because that is going to make carbon. Yeah, just carbon. You are going to make solder plates. Wire, tinned wire, and is that it? Oh, two making components. Okay, so we're gonna need another one. Components. You need the tinned wire, and you just need regular copper wire. Okay, I think that is all of it, right? All right. Take those out to somewhere. Let's see. Do we have some steel over here? We should. Yes. Is that enough to build another one of these? No, we need bricks too. We should have some of those right here. Very nice. All right, so we'll pull up this clarifier. You will be... Oh, that's extremely inconvenient, isn't it? You will be right there. And I think, let's see, let's grab the pure water coming out. Is that stone? I don't know why I thought that was steel for a second. Okay, but we only need two machines on this one right here. So I believe we'll be in good shape there. That only requires saline water. That makes that. So we need a way to get this in here, and I was going to take this down to the next level. Do that, and then spaghettify that. Of course, that takes away our ability to... what if we put the clarifier right there? That's not going to work. We can do long-handeds. It doesn't make me extremely happy, but... Or what we could do... Don't judge me. This works. Okay, we'll have to move this pure water over. That is fine. Yeah, this one little thing, one tiny little detail of this extra machine that I didn't account for is causing a big giant mess. All right, that'll go there. That'll go there. We will put our valve right there. Pure water will now come out to here, up to there, and out to there. Okay. And then we can fit our 2 machines right there, making alginic acid, and send that down to that process down there. It's another reason why I'm glad I didn't do wood, though, is that that would have been very unfortunate to take out all the yellow algae and then, or brown algae, and then realize that we actually needed it. Yeah, I'm gonna take that down like right there, and I'm sure it'll work out just fine. Let's see. You guys are not getting your stuff. Why is that? Oh, does this not work that way? Oh, it looks like it does. It just looks like it was being silly. Oh, we don't have it hooked up here. All right, so I don't know if that was a lot of work just to get a tiny bit more out of these guys, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end to get a little bit more stable production of these guys, because it was looking kind of hairy there toward the end. All right, so our alginic acid will come in down there for this process. This is everything we need. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode right here because it's looking like I've been going on wasting a ludicrous amount of time here. But thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next episode where we get everything back to 0, I think. All right, have a good one.